with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. So you be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough. So you be.
Welcome to the CertifiedSteppazPodcast. I'm your host, Smooth. This is my co-host, KP.
Yo, what's good?
AKA Simp Daddy.
Shit. We gonna talk about it today.
Never. You remember that time we was in Prospect and that girl was like, hey, you can get my number, you pay for my OnlyFans, and you bought her OnlyFans. You remember that?
Hell no. You know, damn. First of all, I'm glad you jumped right into the topic too, because you know I ain't doing no simping shit. Hey, you saw the post by that Justin dude about the dude in the DMs. It was a dude acting super thirsty. It was like, you know, hello, beautiful, hello, hey, hi, yo, and he was like, yo, and then at the end he left his number. he was like, hit me up when you get some free time. I don't really be on here like that. Yeah, you saw that?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, when I saw that come out, I was like, bro, that's the epitome of simping right there.
Oh yeah.
In a one-on-one way, like a simping for dummies way, like. That's it, bro. Yeah. Hey, but no, so I wanted to jump into the topic, bro, and just kind of ask you, like, what's your definition of simping? Like, if you had to, like, if I'm asking you, like, how would you define a simp? Like, what does that look like for you? How dudes moving?
A simp to me, like, a nigga that's needy, one who over pursues a woman.
Yeah. And
I got a list I typed out. This
like
you could be a simp if you do any of this right here.
Oh yeah, my dog coming with facts. Straight up.
If you trick your money to females, simp.
Simp.
Hate on another nigga to get a female, simp.
Simp.
Text or DM a woman multiple times with no reply,
simp.
Putting a woman on a pedestal who's not your wife,
simp.
If you pay for a woman's OnlyFans,
super simp. You simple. We gonna give it the whole word.
Last one, if your girl cheats and you take her back.
Simp. I ain't never took one back, so I do feel you, but I be understanding sometimes when people go home. Like just cause I understand it from the vibe standpoint, the connection. But I understand it, but I don't condone it.
Yeah. What's your definition of it?
Like a lot of what you were saying, that's why I was ad-libbing your whole little situation, but for sure. And like, see, my thing is like this, like, so it's a bunch of what you broke down, like the doing too much with the, you know, double texting and being too thirsty, the, you get her number Saturday night and Sunday morning, you surprised her with flowers type of shit, right? Yeah, and she, and like, so I be hearing women be like, what's wrong with that, right? And it's like, for me, it's like, it's a mutual exchange. Like I gotta earn certain shit and you gotta earn certain shit. Yeah. Like if I'm giving y'all you shit off the dump, like, you gonna look at me like a suck ass nigga. Like, let's be real. Like, it ain't a chick out there that can't say that if when a dude start doing too much too early, she looking at him like she got all, like she the dominant in the situation. She knows she hold all the cards.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it's a no-go for simping right out the jump. Like, nah, and like when you doing all that stuff, like when you paying bills, you know, like just because like so, but the way instead of like giving examples, the way I kind of like define it though is like if you ain't doing something because you genuinely feel like doing it, because like, yo, she held it down for me. She been rocking with me for a while. We been kicking it, and I genuinely just want to do something nice for the chick I've been cool with. If you doing it for that reason, boom, that's perfect. You know, if you ain't doing it for that reason, and it's to get her attention, it's to get her to like you, it's to move up on the ladder where she got all these dudes listed. If you doing it for that, you simping.
Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck what it is that you doing. If the end game is that reason, you simping.
Why do you think niggas feel to over pursue and act thirsty like that?
Man, listen, I thought about this question you just asked. Like, I've always asked, like, why dudes feel like they need to do too much? I even mentioned it on like a previous episode when I made a statement about like, you know, if a chick is, you know, pursuing me and I ain't really been doing too much, like, it wouldn't make sense for me to start doing too much. when it don't take all that, right? So like when I think about why dudes chase like women, especially when I'm knowing that like I think female women, there's more women in the population than men, like it doesn't make sense to me. But when I think about why they do it, it's like I think that everybody's chasing that trophy, that society's look at me type of chick, right? And that type of chick ain't for everybody. Yeah. So, but I also think that for some dudes to even be in the game, you gotta do simp shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay for a trip for them to come out somewhere when that ain't even your chick, right? You gotta fly out, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy this bag. You gotta do all. I think like that's how you get in the game. That some dudes, that's how they get in the game. Yeah. And it's gonna always be simp shit to me, but homie might be looking at it like shit. At least I get to play ball. Yeah, you're right. For me, to reiterate what you said, I think a nigga probably just he lonely, and he feel like the woman is out of his league. Yeah, and man, that's that whole out, and I know a ton of niggas that be chasing chicks that's just way out of their league. If you being, I was having a conversation with a homegirl of mine a few days ago, man, and we were just talking about like how women have these expectations, right, and like and how she felt that the woman she should only expect what she can afford, right? And I totally agree with that, right? So basically the conversation was just going like if I'm able to be in a position where I could buy myself this, whatever this may be, the bag, the shoes, a stock, whatever, it could be, if she's in a position to do that for herself, then she's saying that, she feel like she is, she's fair in requiring the dude to meet that standard. And I totally agree. So like when you on that level with her, when you buying that type of stuff, and again, you genuinely doing it because you just want to do it, it ain't the simping shit. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying, when you going broke behind that shit, like when you trying to appear like you got money and you trying to give her this big Christmas or have this lavish ass Valentine's Day, or you just going out, but you know it's finna hurt your pockets. But like I said, you trying to climb that ladder. You straight simp, and you stupid. Yeah, just like the guys that go out and buy the sections all the time and pop all the bottles, bruh, just to impress. Right. It's and so let me ask you, how do you feel about it? Let's just say, because we go out a lot, right? We be kicking it like what's your philosophy on like buying bottles in the club and spending that type of money and turning up? I think it's stupid, me. Yeah. I could buy that same bottle in a daggone liquor store, half the price. Half? A tenth of the price, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, man, I just never seen the purpose of going out, getting the section and staying right there. Right. Like you only talking to you and your homeboys. Yeah. I like to go out and mingle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a status thing. Yeah. And just think about, because like we not gonna act like we never bought bottles, right? We've done it before, but just think about every time we've done it, right? Yeah. When I first moved back to Houston, matter of fact, that first year when we was in that aura spot, we bought the section in the corner. Yeah. An hour into the club, where we was at? In the middle of the club, like some Louisiana niggas, like we left the whole section, like the drink and all that shit. So I'm with you on that, but I think that's just who we are. Like I think a lot of people do it in society like that. That's a status thing for them, right? I think it's just like I got a section, so I'm in this status, and like it's like I'm not general population. Almost if you frame your mind in terms of an airplane, right? The coach is, that's the general admission of the club, right? And then you got your exit rows who can kind of walk around the little areas with the section, but they ain't got nobody they can sit with, but they got the band to get in, right? Yeah. But then you got your business class and your first class who got these different sections, you know what I'm saying? And then you got your priority first class who's sitting on the stage. So like, I get the concept. If you really just break it down from a business standpoint, you can look at it just like buying seats on an airplane. However, it's like, for me, on an airplane, I'm fucking comfortable. Especially like the longer the flight, the better my seat gonna be. Yeah. In the club, I can get just as drunk before I get there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you on that. Like, nah, I'm not doing none of that. Yeah, now let me ask you something now, because we talking about it from a man's perspective. Like, But do you think women can be simps? Like, do you think women's like women can do simp shit? And if so, like give me some things that you think that simp shit that women do.
I think they can be simps, but not to the extent that men do it.
Explain that.
You know how when men do simp shit, they text maybe 5 times in a row. I don't think women gonna go. Yeah, I don't think women gonna go that far with it to like men do.
Nah, but so they're not gonna. I think that it's, for me, I think it's equally simp shit. Cause I agree, I do think women can be simps too. I think it's equally simp shit. I think they just do it differently. Yeah. So like a woman being a simp is, you know, same thing. Like you wanna, like you going out your way to impress me like about like shit that you have, right? Yeah. Like be like, oh, I got this, I got that, you know, like bragging and shit, like. Like no, like because we mentioned in a previous episode, most niggas, we don't care about the material stuff. So like when you trying to put on to me about what you can bring to the table overly before I even like have an opportunity to kind of figure that out on my own, like to me I think you doing too much, right? Same thing with like if you just flip it from like when you getting to know a chick and she just coming across as this super naggy need attention type of woman, like I need to, like she always want to send the hey, good morning, handsomes, hey, boom, 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 and it's like expecting you to just entertain that conversation all day. Like to me, you doing too much. Like you trying to show me that you about me, and I don't even really like that shit. Cool, like you know, like if you think about you, like you ain't trying to text a chick all day, every day. Like, like to me, like that's a lot of simp shit that I look at from a woman's standpoint, but. Man, I know for shit, from my perspective, they do it a lot. Like, you go through my motherfucking phone, I see some simp activity, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, I don't call it out to them because it just be like, all right, it's cute, or whatever. But I definitely do it.
Yeah, for me, one simp thing I could see that a female doing is like when they ask questions, like relationship questions when y'all not in a relationship. Like, where you at? Why it's taking you so long?
Man, facts. That's a good point.
Yeah, like you ain't my chick. Don't be asking no questions.
Yeah, like all that check-in shit. Yeah, and just like putting us in a position that we ain't even in yet. And then on the backside of that, like have the audacity to get mad when we ain't moving how you think we should be moving. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like I agree with you 100%. Let me ask you something though, in your own personal experience. Have you ever been, even with your situation with your ex, the entanglement, the one you was in love with, have you ever felt like you did some simp shit?
I feel, the chick you talking about, that's the only point in my life I felt like I chased somebody. But that was only because, she gave me 100 chances. I ain't never thought she was gonna leave, and she stopped giving me chances. So I'm chasing, not trying to get another chance. Yeah, but that's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
I had a situation, and like you could be a judge, but it was like it was a chick I was cool with, and like you know how we talking about like when that chemistry happened instantly, like I felt that chemistry like in a matter of weeks. I'm like, yo, this shit different, like, and so And I think it was more in my delivery because I think she took it how I was not trying to give it to her. Because I was like, yo, shorty, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really rock with you on some shit. And I'm just explaining it to her how like, yo, I really like the vibe. And like, I think she took it like, oh shit, this nigga trying to get serious. And I'm like, yo, I can see myself kicking it with you though. Like, I can see that because I already connected, see how we bonded and shit. Yeah. But like, and after the shit happened and shit, because she had fell back for a little minute, I was like, damn, Caleb, I was like, you ain't mean it how you said it, but nigga, that looks simp like a motherfucker. But I was like, I wanted to call my own self out because for the simple fact that like, bro, we not exempt from that shit, but like, that's rare. Like that's literally one recollection I can have in my head of like doing some simp shit.
Yeah, the only time I've done it is when a chick was leaving and I really had feelings for her. I know a second example I had, man, this chick I was feeling, and I wasn't ready at the time, so she was off me, and she blocked me. So I was trying to, I called it and I left a voicemail on there. And then
Wait, Big Smooth got blocked?
It ain't the first time. But man, I left a voicemail like, damn, you can't answer my text? Like, something like that. I'm like, I come there like, damn, Jeremy, you tripping, man. This ain't smooth at all.
Not at all. So you hit it with the damn, you can't pick up my text?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's crazy. Yeah. Nah, see, for me, like as far as like, I think I'm too prideful. Like, cause me, my boy, like my fuck it pH balance, son, like it's perfect. Like it's like I get the fuck it quick.
Yeah.
Like fuck it. And I just moved the hell on. So like I don't have too many of them opportunities. But like I can't front, like I would low key be like you. Like I would dead ass just laugh.
Yeah.
If I found myself in a situation where I'm like, damn, I really did have a period of time where I did some sucker simp shit, bro. I had to laugh it off.
Yeah, I think everybody that did some kind of sucker shit.
Yeah.
But what you think? Instead of niggas simping, what they should be focused on?
Man, honestly, bro, like when you learn to like bring the attention to you, like, and you know me, I am who I am. I'm gonna get real spiritual and real serious here, but like when you learn how to bring that attention to you, bro, like and genuinely focus on you, like focus on your purpose, focus on like who the hell you supposed to be as a man, who the hell you supposed to be as a father, who you supposed to be as a brother, a nephew, a friend, like how you showing up in these people's lives and how you showing up in your own life. When you focus on that shit, nigga, your aura is felt, dog. Like I've always felt like I've never felt like, you know how you go through school, like the only time was probably middle school when I was a little fat kid, but like it was just high school. It's always been like this uphill thing in terms of like being able to like have like attraction and never having an issue with like dating women and stuff, right? So like I've always felt like I've brought a certain aura to me. But like dead ass, bro, like once I started like walking and living in my purpose and like moving on like who the hell I am and being unapologetically me, like I get all kind of people to just be shooting shots. And like on some this is a whim shit. Like I know some of them chicks who be in the DM and be like, nah, it's a long shot. I know it. Like, but it's just like it's the aura, I think. And like when you walk in that aura, like they gonna come to you. Like they gonna see, they might not shoot their shot and be like, yo, I want you and be so blatant with it, but they gonna find a way to get around you because you being you. I think the most attractive thing that a woman finds in a man, to me, honestly, is authenticity, bro. Like if you can authentically be you, and that matches with her vibe, bro, you got her. Yeah. You just gotta never switch up, bro. If I'm being real.
Yeah, I think instead of that simple shit, you should be focused on your purpose, like you said. Yeah. If you don't know what your purpose is, focus on trying to find it.
That's the key though.
Yeah.
We can always talk about the purpose shit, but like nobody talks about that journey of finding that purpose.
Yeah. Be focused on finding it. If it's stock, instead of sipping, you could be on YouTube looking at different YouTube videos about stock. Yeah. Just whatever you got interest in. Be focused on that instead of chasing after a woman.
Right.
Instead of chasing after a woman, chase after that, and then the woman gonna come.
Right.
Chase after you. They see you trying to build yourself up, and they gonna feel that.
Right. 100%. And I don't think we sitting here saying that like you gotta completely shut all these women out. No. Nah, like what we saying is once you switch your focus to your purpose, the women you meet along the way, that's who you really should be rocking with, because that's who you're gonna want to kick it with. That's who's gonna see the real you along in your journey, right? So like we ain't really breaking it down from a standpoint of like you gotta cut that shit cold turkey, but yeah, definitely lock in on that purpose. Yeah. But we gotta also admit that it's just certain niggas who just love simp shit, gonna do simp shit, and don't mind being a simp. Yeah. Like, y'all be easy, homie. Do y'all thing.
Hey, keep doing the simp shit because you make it easy.
Oh, you make it so easy for niggas like us, dog. You make it so easy. Hey, but this been a fun conversation, bro. Yeah. I enjoy talking about this type of stuff because it's like it ain't nothing like that's super annoying, but like it's some shit that needs to stop, right? Because then I gotta justify myself on the approach. Like she looking at me like, is this another simp nigga? And I already gotta come in from a defense standpoint, or from an offense standpoint. She on defense so well, you know what I'm saying? So like that's why we calling this shit out. At the end of the day, man, this is your two favorite regular podcast hosts. I'm your host, KP. This is my dude, Smooth. This is episode 11 of the Certified Steppers Podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share this shit, tell your mama about us. We out until next now.
You be with them steppers, huh? But you can't step with us. Niggas swear they certified steppers, but don't step enough.